him and his mom both went missing.
Researching.
Researching.
Well, they probably know where the guys are. The kids, they just don't want to give out any information.
Yeah. Josh's grandmother passed away a few years ago. Like, I personally remember that Rosie was talking with some guys. Like, she was writing love letters and stuff. And if someone did hurt them in any way, and they happen to see this, just know, no matter what, someone is looking for them, and someone cares. I will find them. It's been over 16 years. And honestly, I think the trail's gone stale. I've exhausted all my resources. And all I have is his first name. There's only so much you can do with one name. Especially Josh. There's so many Joshes out there. I honestly don't know what to do next. Roughly 800,000 children go missing every year in the United States of America. Missing. That is about 2,000 per day. 2,000 missing. My friend went missing, but I'm gonna find him. Back when I started all of this, I did a drawing of Josh for the missing photo. And it's pretty close. It looks like him. But I want to play around a little bit and see if I can get a better likeness. Something that looks a little more real. So, back when I first started doing all this, I did up the sketch of what Josh looked like. Of course, that's just a hand-drawn sketch by me, so it's not, the most accurate photo. There's no color, there's just lines. I do think it's pretty close to what he looked like, especially from just pulling from memory, but it still doesn't give the full photo. So I'm pretty decent at photo editing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this drawing I did and try to add some layers, add some color, essentially see if I can try to make it look a little more like he did, less like a drawing, a little more like a photo. That way I can kind of update this photo and this missing photo thing. So here we go. I think it's time to call for help. I've done all I can do myself. So I'm going to be contacting our local police department and talking to the chief of police. I want to know, is there a file on Josh's disappearance? Was there a case? What do they have that I don't? Is there information that they can find that I am not, able to get a hold of? So I'm going to contact the police chief and see what I can find. Hi, yes, I'm trying to get a hold of the chief of police, Todd. Thanks. Okay. You know when he'll be back? Alright, I'll try again tomorrow. Thanks. Hi, yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Todd. Oh, he's out for the day now? Alright, thanks. I'll try again tomorrow. Hi, yeah, is Todd in? No. Hi, is Todd in? Call back tomorrow? Okay. Hi, is Todd in? I finally got a hold of the police chief, Todd, and he is willing to do an interview. And luckily, the police department is going to allow me to film in there, so we're going to be able to go talk to them about Josh. So I'm now going to the police department to talk to the chief of police about Josh's disappearance. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of excited. I hope we get somewhere. So I'm here now, just waiting to start the interview, so here we go. So I'm at the police station now. I am waiting. Still. Just gotta wait. So how often do we have people missing in this area?
It occasionally happens. We have runaways. It's normally somebody runs away from home.
Okay. So it's a lot more
It's more runaways than somebody just disappearing from their homes.
Okay, and in their case, they were I guess it could technically count as running away because they did, they left on their own.
But it's with his mother, so it really doesn't count as a missing person because as an adult you can leave and don't have to tell anybody where you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So
not if his father or somebody else could have reported them. Missing until we found them, and made sure they were safe.
Yeah. One of my questions is since we have a big deal with people online child stuff on was it Blue Thunder? What's it called?
No, it's a Southern Virginia Internet Crimes.
Okay, that. Do we have a lot of internet-based offenders and stuff like that around here? Is that
they're all over the country. It's anybody that you can think of. I mean, we had a lieutenant that worked for me here that was arrested for child pornography.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah. So it can be. So that's something everybody needs to realize. It could be anybody. It could be a firefighter, police officer.
Wow.
It could be, a teacher. We have all that happen.
It's not just some creepy guy who's in a trench coat or something.
No, it could be anybody.
Wow. And
because people are hidden behind the internet.
Well, because that's what's really weird is because I know for a fact the mom was meeting some guy online. And so, I've been trying to get more research about, internet crimes and people and their, how that works. And it's kind of scary, some of the stuff you hear about, people
Well, you hear it on Craigslist. You have the Craigslist killer.
Oh, yeah.
All those types of things where people meet online. And
it's scary.
And you don't know who you're meeting.
No.
To buy something or anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's people catfish all the time. So how often do you find, this is really dark, but how often do you find murdered children around here? Is that something that happens?
No, we don't have that.
Okay, that's good. That's a positive thing.
Yes.
Because other bigger states.
We haven't had an issue.
Okay, well, that's good then.
We have the internet crimes obviously because we've got the base of it here. It started out as Blue Ridge Thunder, now it's the Southern Virginia Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
That's interesting. So, what would you do, just in a missing child's case, even though he's technically never counted as missing? Yeah. What would the first thing?
Once we get it reported to us, we start investigating. We also we would enter them into the National Crime Database or the Virginia Crimes Information Network, so that they're entered in there, so that if somebody runs into them and talks to them, they know that they're missing people. They're either missing or endangered. Children are missing, and we've got policies that guide what we do with them. But we have to follow all the different steps of investigation, trying to find where they're at and follow the leads up.
Yeah, because for me personally, what I've been doing so far, just being a little private investigator like a reporter person. I've, done the things where you go like the neighborhood, you talk to the people in the neighborhood, see if anybody knows anything, see who's around, Google searches. And, you think with social media, it's a lot easier, but...
Once we get information out a lot faster because we have the media involved when we have a missing child or somebody missing that's endangered. The media starts getting out there helping us.
Yeah.
And we do, a lot of times they're missing locally, so we can do searches with the help of the different agencies around that'll come out and help us do a search of an area. Grid search areas to find the person wherever they're hiding out.
Yeah. I mean, also, you're a much bigger corporate. You're much bigger.
But of course, we normally don't look for somebody
this many years
16
later.
years after the fact either.
Yeah. Okay, so my friend Josh went missing from here probably the winter of 2000, I want to say 2001 to 2002, that winter, between December and January. And it was weird because him and his mom went to meet some guy online and they never came back. And so I'm just wondering if there's any information about it, any, if we can find anything like names or anything. So I do know where they lived. So it was 602 Street.
.602 Street.
Yeah. Yeah, they were living with his grandmother at the time.
And you said what year?
I want to say it was 2001 to 2002. Possibly, yeah, I think it could be the end of 2002, somewhere within 2002.
And your friend was
Josh.
Josh.
That could be his name. I mean, was there more information about it?
He was 8 years old that year.
He was 8.
He was a white man, 8 years old, and because he was born in 1993.
Okay, yeah, that's the right time. So I guess we got a name.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Can we find? Is there anything else we can find? Is there any
That's
his mom's name was Rosie.
That's the only complaint that I had with him, and it was just he was having problems with his mother. It looks like.
Okay.
His mother was Rose.
Okay, yeah, that's her. Okay. Well, cool. So we got a name. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome.
And that was the only call I see that
Yeah.
ever involved them. We don't have a call for them being missing.
Okay, that's strange
like
because
that.
they definitely went missing. No, that's even weird because the grandma she told us that she did all the stuff she could to find them. But did she? She didn't contact
They never
you guys.
called us. Yeah,
That's crazy.
We don't have any reports of it.
Wow.
So I'm looking at 2004 here and see. That's not right.
Okay.
Yeah, it is different people
Interesting. Okay.
in 2004 at that address.
Okay. Well, we got it. Okay. Well, thank you. That's actually a big breakthrough. Hell yeah, we got a name. That's dope. Awesome. I guess I have some more stuff to search now. Sweet. We found a name. We found Josh's last name. Josh. We did it. I'm obviously omitting the name for the family's privacy, but that's so much closer. That is a huge step in this investigation. I finally have a full name. Not just his first name, but his whole name. This is amazing. Now, there's so many more doors are open. There's so many more opportunities to find him. So now I'm going to take some time and go through and do some searches on the internet, see if his full name pops up, see what we can find. So we got a name. We finally got his name. It's been 16 years, and I finally know my best friend's last name. That's amazing. And I mean, he had his name. Todd also, Officer Foreman also gave me Josh's name, age, off camera, stuff like that. Stuff that I won't put on, screen. Like, I'm not gonna say his name, just out there because for privacy's sake. But I know his name, his age, his birthday, like the day he was born. So much more information. Okay, so let's go to our handy dandy search engine and see if we can find him now. Is this almost over? Like, are we gonna do it? Okay. Oh, there's tons of image searches. Let's see if any of them look like him. Okay. Maybe that's him. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't think that's him. I'm on Twitter right now. No, I don't think that's him. Because let's check Facebook. That's my personal first choice always, just search people on. Let's see if he pops up there. Oh wow, only a couple hundred results. Awesome. I thought the last name at least would help me narrow it down, but there's like a million of them with this last name. A million Joshes with this last name. At least a good 100, maybe 1,000. Cool. Definitely narrows it down. Okay, let's kick it old school and go to MySpace. I never had a MySpace. I don't know how to use it. How do you search MySpace? I'm so confused. No, that is not him. I have to leave MySpace. It makes no sense. I will never understand it. I've given up. I'm gonna just search his name with his age, which is 25. So he's a year older than me. I have a last name now, but still can't find him. Can't find him at all. Even with his full name, I still can't find anything. No matter what I do, I keep coming up empty-handed. It's like I finally get another piece of the puzzle, but I still can't see the full picture. But at least I can now put his full name on the missing poster. J Markers Network, get into it. Spend your late nights with Creeper. Late Night Madness. Only on J Markers Network.
Queer, stop staring at me.
That was a bit racist, you tasteless shrew.
It makes me horny, and it makes me feel alive. For once.
I'm non-binary. I don't conform to being male or female.
Oh, cool.
Bounce a quarter off of that ass. Damn. Hey, don't do that.
When you get tired of playing with Blondie, here's my number.
I got mugged.
I do drag.
Just being drop dead sexy.
This is Jay. Jay's non-binary.
I'm non-binary.
This is Ace. He used to bully Jay.
Hey, don't do that.
Madison and Ace used to go out.
We're not getting back together.
Madison is Jay's cousin. 10 years later, will Jay be able to stand up to his childhood bully? It's time to grow up. Click, the animated series, only on J Markers Network. You're watching J Markers Network. Get into it. Americans lose $70 million worth of change every year, and it's up to the Coinstar to find it. That is the whole plan of the game. You gotta always be looking for those coins. You cannot stop looking just because you didn't find none. They're out there. There is so much change that's unaccounted for every single year. When we're out here Coinstar on the street, we gotta look in every crevice, look for all the possible places. I like to find places where people are probably hanging out, maybe in the shade. JR is on the hunt for good coin. I was super excited when I got outside the electronics store and I saw a penny sitting there on the street. So we can make a quick buck. I'm also wearing my protective gear because it's better to stay safe than holding a hot penny and burning yourself. I do like to check out thrift stores because you never know what you're gonna find. One time I bought me a coat, I bought me a nice jacket to go to a prom or like a wedding or something, and I put my hand in the pocket, I found a dirty tissue. But then I put my hand in the other pocket and I found some coins. So yeah, I had a dirty tissue in one pocket, coins in the other. I saved the coins. I threw out the tissue. That was gross. With his helpful hints, he might just make that big jackpot. It's me. I'm the Coinstar. Let's get it. Coinstars, only on J Markers Network. If you or your family has been to the Black Lagoon, you might be able to get representation and get a big payday. Contact Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm. We get you paid for being harassed by monsters. Too long have creatures come from that Black Lagoon and too long have monsters come from that dark lagoon, dragging you to the watery depths. No more. That lagoon was built in a place where monsters were known to be born, and you still had to pay the consequences. No more. Hi, I've been representing people just like you for many years, and today I want to help you get compensation. No more do you have to be poor or broke or just plain sad. You can get your money and your payday. Sure, you may have been dragged to the bottom of a lake, but you don't have to keep living like this. Yeah, you might smell like seaweed now. You might be a little shaken up, but I'm going to get you a big payday. There's a giant class act lawsuit being started in your name. Call 555. Wow, that monster was crazy. To get a hold of one of our many associates at Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm. Did you fall in love with one of these sea creatures? Did they show you a new way to love? You didn't have to do that. You can now get paid for that. If so, you're perfect for our case. Contact us now. I want to get you paid. That's right, you can get some money. Negligence. Compensation. Big money. Sea creatures. Also, if you're a sea creature who needs to seek representation, we also represent sea creatures. Call now. I've been an attorney for many years, working just for people like you. Not for the big payday that I'm going to get, but to help you get compensation for your pain and trouble of going to that dark lock. I'm Gregory Crabapple. Thanks. I'm Gregory Crabapple, and I can't wait to get you some money. I'm Gregory Crabapple, and I can't wait to get you some money. I'm Gregory Crabapple of Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm, and I want to get you paid.
Praetor Academy is home to wayward witches, changelings, vampires, hunters, magi, and fairies, with nowhere else to go. Cloaked in a sheath of mystical powers, the school rests on the cliffs of an ancient land, with only the council to guard and maintain its whereabouts, until a solitary man enters their lives to change their world. No one is safe when the doors of Praetor Academy open for the semester. Find Praetor Academy Year 1 on Kindle and Amazon.
Hi, I'm Taylor Myers, and you're watching J Markers.
Life. What's the point? Money? Success? Power? This was a question that plagued me when I was teaching my undergrad class. Life. What's the point?
Life, what's the point? The feature-length film only available on J Markers Network. You're watching J Markers Network. Get into it.